Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn a few operations which can be performed on strings. Okay. Now, the plus operator can be used between strings to add them together. Okay. We can add them together and make new string. This is called as string concatenation. So let me show you how it is done. I'll say a string and I'll say f name, f first, okay, first name, and here I'll say Ravi, and then I'll leave a space and I'll say string L name for last name, and here I'll say Kumar, okay, and now I'll say string full name is equal to f name plus last name. Okay. Now let me print this out. I'll say full name, and now when I run it, you can see I have an error. This is because I have sting here instead of string. So I have Ravi Kumar here. Okay. So this plus operator is used here to join two strings. So Ravi along with the space here is added to Kumar and it is stored in full name, and that is what is printed out here. Okay. Now I have added space here itself. If you do not want to do that, what you can do is you can have Ravi and Kumar properly here, and here f name plus, okay, in between quotes a space and then a plus once again and then last name. So this will be Ravi, and then this will be a space. Okay, I have given a space between quotes, so a space and then last name. All right, so when I run this, I'll get same result, Ravi Kumar. Okay. Now, strings in C++ are actually objects which contain functions. Now, these functions can be used to perform certain operations on string. Now, to add two strings, we have append function. Okay. Now, do not worry too much about what is an object and all those things, because we will learn about those later. But just know that we have a function called as append, which we can use with strings to join two strings together. Okay. So instead of this, I will use the append function. So I'll say full name is equal to f name dot append and inside brackets last name. Okay, last name. So now when I run this, you can see I get Ravi and Kumar without space, but now let me add a space and I get Ravi Kumar. Okay. Now this is f name, this is dot operator, and this is the function, append function. Now imagine or think of this like first name plus last name. Okay. So this append function adds or joins whatever is in the bracket to the first name, and for using the append function we use dot operator. Okay. Once again, do not worry too much about this, because you can get this done using plus operator itself, but just to show you that we can use this with the functions, I have explained this. Okay. Yeah. Now the plus operator can be used for both addition and concatenation. If you have numbers here, you can add two numbers and you know how to do that. But if you have strings, if you use plus operator, then you add those strings, means you can concatenate those strings. So let me show you that. Okay, I'll say int x equal to 3. I'll say int y equal to 5. Now I'll say cout and I'll say x plus y. Okay. Now let me comment this out. Alright. Now when I run this, I get 8 as a result. Okay. I get 8 as a result. Now let me comment this out, uncomment this. So here I will say x equal to and y equal to, and here I will say 10 and 5. Okay, 10 and 5. Now let me use x plus y. Okay, let this be, or let me remove this entirely, not required. Okay, so let me say x plus y. Alright, so now when I run this, you can see I get 105. This is because 1 and 0, 10 is in between quotes, meaning this is stored as string in x. This is not an integer now, this is a string. Okay, anything that is wrapped between double quotes are strings, you know that, correct? So 10 is wrapped in quotes, and so this is string. So string 10 is stored in x. It is not an integer. Okay. In the same way, string 5 is stored in y. And when I use plus symbol to join two strings, it joins it like this: 105, 105. Okay. So if you use integer values, you add them by using plus symbol. If you use string values, you concatenate them like this. Okay. Yes. Let me delete this. Next, to get the length of a string, you can use length function. Okay, you can use length function. So let me delete this. I'll say name is equal to Ravi. Okay, I'll say name is equal to Ravi, and I will say cout, and here name dot length. Okay, name dot length. So this is the length function. This is the length function which is used to get the length of the string. Means it tells us how many letters are there in this string. Okay. Now name dot length means you can think of this as length of name. Think of this as of. Okay, this is dot operator. Think of this as of. Length of name. What is name? Ravi. So length of Ravi. That will be displayed here when I run it. Okay, 4. Okay, 4. Now let me add a space here and I'll say Kumar. Now when I run this, it says the length is 10. This is because it adds or it takes into consideration this space also. Okay, RABI 4, then space 5, and then Kumar 5. So totally 10. Alright. Yes. Now instead of length, you can use size function also. We have one more function called as size, which does the same function, which performs the same function that the length function does. Okay, so you get the same result. So you can use length or size. It is left to you. Okay. Next, now let me have a different name here, or let it be rain. Okay. You can access the characters in a string by referring to its index number, just like we did with arrays. Okay. Now if I want to print R, then all I have to do is say name and in flower brackets 0. Okay. So you know how to access arrays using index number, correct? So R is in first position. You know that index number starts from 0, and so I have used 0 in the square brackets. Okay. So now when I run this, I get R as result. Alright. So if I want to access A, I will say name 1. It gets me A, and so on. Okay. Now I can change the letters in this string too. Okay, so let me do that. So to do that, we have to say name and in bracket the index number of the letter that I am trying to change. So I want to change the letter R, so which is at 0th position. So name 0, and in between single quotes I need to give or type in the new letter. So I'll say P. Okay, I want to replace R with P. So now I will print it out. So see out name, and it gives me, okay, so this is missing here, yeah, and it gives me pain as the new string. Okay, I have replaced R with P exactly like how I did with arrays. Alright, so name 0 and P. I run it and I get this pain. Okay, so this too can be done with strings. Now you can use for loop on strings. You can iterate over each character and print them out. So let me show you how to do it. So here I'll say for, and in the bracket I'll say int I equal to 0 and I less than 4 I plus plus. Okay, and inside curly braces I'll say C out and name I and end L. Okay, so let me run this, and you can see RAIN as the output. Okay, so I is the index number. I is the index number. It starts from 0. I less than 4, that is because I have index number 0, 1, 2, 3 only, which is less than 4. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now you know how to use for loop, correct? So I am not explaining in detail, and every time I will be incremented, and name I means name and the index value. Each time the index value will be incremented and will be printed out. So that is why I get RAIN as output. Alright? Yes. So these are few of the things that you can perform on strings. You can perform many other things too, but right now they are all not required. Okay? Yeah, so go ahead and practice everything that we have learnt in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.